But my man was absolutely right. A big bomb has dropped, and it's a retweet from Fabrizio Romano. And he retweeted this, which is Alexander Isak has reached a verbal agreement in principle with Liverpool over the in a contract running until 2036. Hussam, now confirmed by Fabrizio Romano with the retweet, which is rare. He normally does his own post, but he's retweeted this time. Thoughts, brother?
What a day. What a day. This is the most beautiful thing. Like, I'd rather this be on the screen just all day long, bro. This is so much better than anything. This is the best thing ever. We are going to have Wirtz, Salah, and Isak in the same team. Oh my god, bro. This is just unbelievable news. Honestly, just Isak to Liverpool is just so beautiful. It is just so beautiful, honestly. This is just like, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Isak was unavailable, but he made himself available for the biggest club in England. That's just how shit goes when you're a 20-time league winner, 6-time Champions League winner. You get me? You dominated Europe, you dominated England. It's just how it goes. I haven't been here before. I've never felt this my whole life. Last time I got this excited in the summer was when we signed Terrace, and the other one was when we signed Thiago Alcantara, because those are the only two world-class players like we signed and they were world-class at the time, like, you know. But bro, this is just unbelievable signing for us. I think we're going to get it over the line. Obviously, Isak has made his feelings known, not turning up to training, you know, not going to the tour or anything. So he's told them he wants to leave, basically. Yeah, he's told them he wants to leave. And actually, I was convinced by someone for something, because I thought this might be a saga that lasts for a while, right? So I thought this is going to be one of those things where it's like a saga, it lasts for a while, etc. Now I changed my opinion. And because someone yesterday gave me an explanation, he's like, Hussam, you need to understand something. Newcastle actually need to start buying players, and they need the money. So this might not take as long, like, to accept as people think, because Isak is headed to the Reds. Actually, watch what Turkish said. It's beautiful, because Fabrizio said no Chelsea, no Man United, no Arsenal, it's just Liverpool. Fabrizio said it in a video. He said Liverpool have done 60% of the work, only 40% left. This is just unreal news, honestly. I can't believe we've upgraded so, like, this is not upgrade. This is going from homelessness to a $50 million home. Like, we went from Darwin Núñez, who again today missed a literal tap-in against a Japanese team, to Alexander Isak. This is just mad. This is just absolutely insane. Now, of course, Mo is 100% wrong about Newcastle winning the saga, about Newcastle did the 4D chess, Liverpool did the 4D chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we took the player and we took the target too. So that right there is the biggest Newcastle L. And listen, Isak wants to join the biggest club. Well, what can we do? It's just how it goes. So it's beautiful news. It's amazing news. I think we're set for absolute domination in the league next season. And I can't wait to see Isak in Liverpool shirt, because I believe he will be a Liverpool player. I think after all this, like, the damage is way too much for... and actually, let me call out people's hypocrisy. Some people come out and say, Isak is a fraud for doing this. Isak is such a blah, blah, blah for doing this. Isak is a snake. I think Newcastle fans are entitled to call him that, of course. It's their opinion. But the same rivals who are actually blaming Isak for doing this are the same rivals that say Harry Kane should have kicked up a fuss and left Spurs earlier to be more successful. Guess what? Isak is doing it right now. Isak is leaving Newcastle to be successful elsewhere. So you have nothing to say, negative about Isak from that perspective. But I think Newcastle fans, of course, have every right to hate on him. The crazy part is, this is where it's mad, the second game week is actually away at Newcastle. The second game week is literally at St. James's Park. So if Isak becomes a Liverpool player, he has pre-season with us, he plays for us, and he's ready to start that game, bro, I think the boos will be heard all the way in Jordan. That's how crazy the boos will be for Isak.
I'm not sure if it's rightfully so or not. Like, to be honest with you, I actually understand why Isak wants to go to Liverpool, and he has all the right. He's 25 years old, and he has to go to Liverpool. I'm not sure if Newcastle are holding him hostage. They don't want to sell him, blah, blah, blah. The guy wants to go to Liverpool. I'm just going to state this again and again and again. If a player wants to leave your club, they just leave your club with the right price. And if Liverpool are willing to pay the right price, khalas, let him go. I don't know why Newcastle are doing all of this about him. They didn't see it coming. They tried to play the 4D chess, and then they didn't see the guy in the back that is actually ready to stab them at the back, Alexander Isak. They thought that Liverpool will sign Ekitike, and khalas, Isak is going to be the good boy. I said that last episode. I said that he's not a good boy. He literally told them, no, fuck off. You lost Ekitike. I don't want to stay at your club. I'm going to go to Liverpool. I'm not sure if this is right or wrong, to be honest. But from the player's perspective, it's completely right. He's ambitious. He wants to go and win the Champions League and the Premier League. He actually wants now to compete for Ballon d'Or, like Haaland did when he left Borussia Dortmund and went to City. Then the year after, Haaland came second, wrongfully so, in the Ballon d'Or, and he could have won Ballon d'Or. What if Isak joins Liverpool, scores 30 plus goals, Liverpool win the Champions League and the Premier League, and he as contender for the Ballon d'Or? It's his right, to be honest.
He definitely will be, Mo. He definitely will be. And actually, a week, 3 days ago, there was an article, I'm sure both of you saw it, where it says Isak doesn't want to just be in the Champions League. He wants to win the Champions League. And by the way, this is the same. You see, this is why, like, I'm a good guy, honestly. Like, sometimes I just don't hold you both accountable for every statement you make. But I told you guys, like, literally from 2 weeks ago, look, being in the Champions League 3 weeks ago, I think as well, being in the Champions League alone is not enough. We get it. Newcastle qualified for the Champions League. We get that part. But you come to Liverpool Football Club, you can win the Champions League. You can win the Premier League. You can win the Golden Boot. You can become a Ballon d'Or contender. That's the difference here. So people say, why should he leave Newcastle? They've got Champions League football. Yeah, but by the time that Newcastle have built a football club that's ready to win the Premier League or ready to win the Champions League, Isak is 29. Let's be serious now.
I agree with you, but I don't think there was a single point, maybe a little moment, but the whole way through this sort of saga, I've said all along, I think you can get both. At no point did I say that it was impossible for you not to get both. It didn't. And what I think I may have said when you went for Ekitike, I may have said, if you get Ekitike, it'll probably end the Isak conversation. But as soon as you got him or were close to getting him, and I was reading every report thoroughly, I'm like, hang on, I'm not reading a single thing here that says, not a single comment that says the pursuit of Isak's over. And that was the moment where I think you might end up getting him as well. So I listen, the knock of Liverpool, I'm not going to...
That's why me and Terry are right and Osam is wrong. After the Ekitike, I said that Liverpool are still chasing Isak. Osam literally on the show.
He's smiling because he's trying to rattle me.
Osam literally on the show said that I don't see Liverpool signing.
Yeah, but the difference between me and you is I admit it.
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking.
I said Ekitike and Isak won't be at the same club.
It's not.
I'm wrong. No problem.
This is straight facts. See, I'm going to state the same thing. I said that Liverpool will still try to chase Isak. You said no. Liverpool are only going to sign. I don't see us signing both. And I said that me and Terry, to be honest with you, said that we see Liverpool still chasing Isak, but we don't see him turning a transfer. This is where I'm going to say I'm wrong. I didn't see Isak picking a fuss and throwing a tantrum like this and actually treating the club like this and going AWOL and actually disappearing. I didn't see him doing this. Newcastle said we don't want to sell.
But when I tried to convince you 2 weeks ago, I told you.
You tried to convince me of what?
Okay, I'll tell you what I tried to convince you of what. We spoke about the Newcastle project. I told you, by the time Newcastle are ready to win the Premier League or the Champions League, Isak is going to be 29.
And I never disagreed with this.
I admit when I was wrong about Ekitike and Isak being in the same club. And actually, I have a bet with the Coppish boys that I'm gonna apply. So when we get the here we go, I'm gonna do the bet, no problem. But the truth of the matter is, listen, at the end of the day,
forget all of this. To be honest with you, Liverpool getting Isak and Ekitike, I don't want to see anyone from rivals talk about spending. I explained this on Straight Facts. I explained this on Don Hussam. I explained this on Footy Judge Mo. Nobody sit here and tell Liverpool fans you're buying the league. Currently, as it stands, Liverpool are still spending in both last summer and this summer less than Manchester City. Go and do the math. Go and do the math. Oh, but Mo, they spent it in one summer. It doesn't matter. They saved their per diem. They said the allowance that they have to spend it all in one summer. You were shit enough, Manchester City, and Arsenal were shit enough for Liverpool to win the league last season. So you can't fault them that they won the league without signing. And now this Terry, go do the math. On transfer market, go do the math.
Mate, I agree with you. I've been critical of stories in relation to City and Chelsea when it comes to the allegations of cheating, especially Chelsea, because they admit it, they grass themselves up. That's called out. The one thing you'll never find on a video about Chelsea or about City, historically as well, is me bemoaning how much their owners spend on transfers. Their money, they're doing it within the rules, go do it. I'm not calling Liverpool out. I've actually spent a lot of time this summer praising Liverpool. But the default reaction is always to say you spent the same as Man United. Remember the lies about Mbumo? Are you paying him under 250, 300k? It's all now being officially confirmed. He's on £150,000 flat at Man United, which isn't a pittance, but it isn't what the media were trying to spin it into being. I've seen everyone's going to try and make it sound like Liverpool are spending more. No, Liverpool are spending big money on big players, and that's what you have to do to stay at the top. The one thing Liverpool haven't done in the last 30 years is had brilliant players, won things, and then paid them the salary to keep them and paid the money to add to the squad. And it always becomes a more expensive job, because if you've got 4 or 5 players in your squad on 250, 300k, and you want to sign new players to complement them that you also say are the best in the world, they ask for the same money. It doesn't matter that they haven't kicked a ball for you before. And we know for a fact Isak and Wirtz are both going to be on 250, 300Ks a week. And that's fair, because you can't be talking, we're going to make you the new centerpieces of the best team in England. You can't say, great, there's 120 grand a week. It's never going to work. It's why Newcastle have got egg on their face. And, I always talk about controlling the narrative about your own club. I wonder how many Newcastle fans now regret saying Isak was the best striker in the world, because now he wants to be paid like the best striker in the world. It's sometimes why it's important to control that narrative. But someone sent me through this graphic while you guys are talking, and I'm not trying to rub salt into the wounds, but it is a funny graphic.
You're such an asshole, Terrace.
No, I'm just putting it out there. I hope you're watching, Phil, Pete. Hope you're all right, guys. Mama Flossie. We haven't seen. What's her name?
Can I just read you 2 reports as well quickly?
Yeah.
For 2 Newcastle journalists, George Cocken and Chris DH, however it's pronounced. Newcastle were told repeatedly that last season would be Isak's final one at St. James's Park. He wished to move to a club where he could win the biggest trophies. Some are indeed saying there is no turning back. And in terms of finances, because it's very important that Mo brought this up, and thank you to Mo for being honest about this. Athletic report. Can I shock you? After selling Luis Diaz, Liverpool's transfer activity this summer, even after the spending 300 million, has generated net profit in the 25-26 financials. That helps explain how they can afford Alexander Isak. 2 of the viewers of this show and 2 of my subscribers, they sent me both screenshots. The thing is with this Liverpool finances stuff, we've built this up for a while now. Liverpool have been building it up and building it up and building it up. And yes, we exploded all at once and just decided to okay, now we're going to go spend crazy amounts. But that doesn't mean that we're buying the league, because as Mo said, literally Man City have spent more than us. And even if we are buying the league, who gives a shit? How many times did Man United break the British transfer record? There's Terry say, oh my God, not 13 leagues because we bought the league a couple of times. No one cares. Chelsea bought the league, City bought the league, United bought the league. Guess what? Let's go buy the league as well. So for me, I think this is just, it's over. There's no humble way to say this. There's no nice way to be about this, barring a catastrophic I don't know, don't even know what, barring a horrendous season or whatever, we're genuine favorites to win the league by all means right now. So
pressure is in Liverpool more than any other club currently. If you sign Isak,
wrong.
100% it's on you.
In the league, you're wrong.
In the league, the pressure is on you. You are the best team in the league. You're favorites to win the league.
The pressure is on us in the Champions League, I think.
And in the league as well. 100%.
The pressure on the league will be on Arsenal, 100%. Wayne, we just signed Isak, Wirtz, Kerkez, Frimpong. You want me to be humble for what?
Who do you think the
Were
pressure
you humble
is on,
when he
Terry,
signed Gyökeres? No, you weren't.
Who do you think the pressure is on now if they sign Isak, Terry?
In the league, the pressure is always on Arsenal.
Who's the clear favorites to win the league next season?
That's not the point, because I already said Liverpool are the clear favorites.